Hey guys, Amber here. It is 11:45 and I would have forgot tonight because I just got back from meditating on the beach under a full moon and my mind was really, zenned out. And Jason goes to bed, he goes, Amber, did you do your Facebook Live today? Okay, so this is, I'm not sure what day it is, 16 or 17. And tonight I'm talking a little bit about meditation just because it's a full moon, you guys, and it's a guru moon. And I've been meditating for years. Consistently, on and off, right? So sometimes you have a season where I'm meditating consistently, and then there are seasons where I'm not meditating at all. And not only can I tell, I'm sure people around me can tell as well. So when the business or the family life starts to get really tactical and high task list, checklist focused, it's probably one of the first thing that goes is my morning meditation routine. All right, so let's just talk for a second. You guys, it was 2006. I remember we're on a Hawaiian vacation with our company, and we're talking to a guy that's much higher up in the plan than us. And I went to college with his wife, and he starts talking about Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and there's a school in Fairfield, Iowa. And I was like, what is this? But you guys, to this minute, I can remember exactly where I was sitting at the hotel that he was talking about this. So do you ever have those moments you can remember, like, oftentimes what it smells like, or the table, or what you were wearing, or, I would say like sometimes for me it's like the smell of the air. So he starts talking about this. I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know who Maharishi Mahesh Yogi is. But I did do some sort of meditation at that time. Now, oftentimes people ask me, like, well, what kind of meditation? I'm always like, you guys, I could do a whole nother Facebook Live on what we call things, or what we name things, or what we title things, or the techniques. And is it your breath work, or is it shutting off your mind, or do you put the thought on a yellow inner tube, and the yellow inner tube goes from one side of your mind to the other? So whatever, meditation is meditation. You guys can call it what you want, right? So I had been doing mindful meditation, if you want to call it that, or japa meditation. I've done that. And then now I do transcendental meditation, TM, but whatever. A technique is a technique, okay? So I hear about this Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and it's interesting to me, and I kind of look it up, and I'm like, it'd be great if back then I didn't have a child, right? But if I love the theory of it, and they've got a school there, and the thing is, I do not want to live in the middle of Fairfield, Iowa. But if you are into consciousness, right, then you read a little bit on Maharishi Mahesh Yogi and their school system there, and they're living there, and you're like, oh, it just sounds like a peaceful planet. Well, then we moved to Florida, and in Florida, I hear about a transcendental meditation teacher, and her name is Prudence Bruns. Maybe you guys know her, right? And so Jason and I go through her TM course, and this is maybe in 2012, right? So maybe 7 years ago now. And so we've been doing transcendental meditation, you guys, since 2012. But again, call it what you want. It doesn't actually need a name. It's just, meditation, okay? And then a few of our friends have gone through it, and so I get this email. And the email is like, okay, come meditate, there's only 30 people, on the Gulf of Mexico on the beach under the full guru moon. And without going into all the details of everything that, Prudence talked about tonight with us, one of the things that stuck out was, she's like, everybody needs a guru. So Maharishi Mahesh Yogi had to have a guru to teach him how to meditate, right? And maybe teach him how to be conscious. She's like, and then my guru was Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. So she's like, Maharishi. So she's like talking about and she was, it's oftentimes why you guys come to me, or you go to some sort of TM or transcendental meditation instructor, is because we aren't just like born knowing how to meditate. And she's like, it's not so easy to just read a book. And this book was like, oh, let's teach you how to meditate by reading a book. She's like, it's not really that easy to learn how to meditate necessarily by just reading a book. And not because it's not easy, because it's actually one of the simplest things to do. TM to me is so simple. But because we start to judge if we're doing it right or wrong. That's our, cognitive thinking brain. It's like, well, am I doing this right? Am I breathing right? I'm not supposed to, I don't know. And then I can't stay down, and thoughts keep coming through my mind, and I can't get in, and I can't get in deep. And so it's our judgment of what we think is supposed to happen. And that is why sometimes having a guru or a meditation instructor is helpful, because they're like, actually, you're just fine, right? And then, of course, I take this to other aspects of my life, and I was like, everybody needs some sort of instructor or teacher or coach if they want to excel. And it is one of the things that I've just been in tune with long enough to know, like when I first hired a coach, and it was like 2007, you can do these sample sessions with coaches, right? And it was so brilliant because you could do a sample session. You're like, okay, kind of into that one. Okay, not really into that one. Okay, that one, we click. Okay, we don't click. So if you're just connected enough, you guys, it's like you don't marry everybody you date, right? Because like, okay, we kind of jive. Okay, we don't really jive, right? If you guys have ever had bosses, right, or superiors or teachers or spiritual leaders or guiders, right, guidance people, you're like, okay, I could really sit down and talk to these people all night long. And these people are like, oh my gosh, how fast can I get out of this room, right? So you guys, your intuition knows if you're willing to feel, right? And how I was guided to TM and this group of people and having Prudence as a guide, right? Or any there's TM instructors all over the world, you guys, right? But having Prudence or any transcendental or any meditation instructor, you guys, as a guide is just helpful for you to stop judging yourself about whether you're doing something right or not right, as is any coach, right? Like, okay, did I do that right? And I love, I could do the whole other section, you guys, on am I doing it right or not right? Well, who's to say there's actually a right way, right? If you close your eyes and you just shut out and you breathe for 20 minutes, right? Is that helpful to you and for you, like for your little soul and your conscience just to take a little peace out break? Likely. So happy full guru moon. It's a pretty auspicious moon tonight. So if you guys are in a place where you can go out and just, hang out on the grass or the dirt, right? The ground, and check out that moon tonight, go take a peek. It's pretty amazing.